Hello everybody, it's King Cake 57 RKC 57 and welcome back to a map tour. Today I will be touring my own map I created, and this was created of course by me. And look at it, it's my little, I call it King Cake's fishing port. As you can see, I built a port. It's, it's off the coast of like this thing I built, and like it's really long and it's really cool, so you can have like multiple ports. And also I've got a whole bunch of other cool stuff like these wooden sides here. I'll get a F5 mode here. Look at, check these out, these wooden sides. Look at this quality boat. You get two of them. You also get a rain cover, but sadly this place only holds one, which is why that one's out in the ocean. It's pretty cool. I think I like this. I would really suggest downloading this map. It's in the description if you want to. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I probably got none of you. Yeah, today I am here touring a real map created by a guy I cannot name. But I'm sorry my frame rates have completely tanked, but check this thing out. If you don't recognize what this is the Titanic. And if you don't know what the Titanic is, go to history class, because you're not going. I can promise you that. The Titanic was a ship created in 1912, was its final voyage. It sank, it was called unsinkable, but yet on one of its voyages, it hit an iceberg and sank. Yeah, very, very famous ship. And I can't remember the guy, but the name of the guy who created this, I can't pronounce it, but he's littered this place with signs. Like, check this out. It was created by DeadKoalas. DeadKoalas. Oh, I've just realized what that name is. DeadKoalas. Okay, it is created by DeadKoalas, and it's owned by DeadKoalas. He's got like 8 million signs around the place. Look at this one right here. There's like a whole bunch around the place. There's one right here. They're pretty annoying. But check this thing out. Look at this. This is the Titanic. It's a 1-to-1 scale Titanic. It's built entirely by him. So again, I guess I'm sort of making this a trend, touring maps that they're only made by one person. But check this thing out. I mean, it's pretty cool. I have seen some people, and I do prefer how these sort of masts and things, I do prefer them made out of cobwebs. That's just my texture pack, though. I've checked this thing out in the normal one. It looks pretty good. It's meant for the normal texture pack, so I mean it'll look better in this. But in this texture pack, I'd rather have all these glass pieces be cobwebs. But it's still really cool. I also have some of the new 1.9 wings. Oh yes, got those on, so we can do some. Oh, I'm flying now. We can do some flying action over the Titanic. Check this thing out. Ooh, let's see if we can go through the hoops. Oh, yes. And, oh no, I've fallen off. No, the ship. I've fallen off. It's done. I'm landing in the water now. I love these things. But check this out. I mean, it's really cool looking from the outside. You got the stacks. It's really big. I can't stress that enough. It's also got nice little windows. It looks pretty cool, and it's a 1-to-1 scale, which means this entire thing is historically completely correct. I did check. This is 100% historically correct with all the rooms. The windows aren't. Some of the windows aren't. The floor placement isn't, but most of the time it's pretty much historically correct. A little history on the Titanic. It was built in 1912. Its final voyage was in 1912. It took, I think, like 4 years to complete. It was the biggest ship of its time. Absolutely insane. Although, sadly, when it did sink, a lot of people died because they thought it to be unsinkable. They thought it would be unsinkable, but when they were going across the Atlantic, they hit an iceberg, and of course, it punctured a hole in the bowels of the ship down around, I think it was the left side of the ship, around this area right here, punctured into the engine room, and water started flooding in. Within an hour, the whole thing split in half and sank to the bottom of the ocean. And they only had, I think, something like 15 lifeboats, and they never had a proper safety procedure for in case it sank, because they thought it would be unsinkable. But it isn't, and to this day, even if a ship is made of, like, I don't know, titanium and everything super strong, you have to have a safety protocol on it, just in case, it starts sinking. That's just the rule of everything. So yeah, this is a pretty cool. I'm jumping across the lifeboats now, but also what's even cooler about this place, it's created by one person, as I said earlier. It's completely and fully furnished. Check this out. I'm gonna go inside now. The layout is a bit weird. Sometimes it can be just a little bit cramped just because, the Titanic didn't have walls a meter thick. which is actually how big a block is. It's a meter by a meter by 1 meter in Minecraft. So the walls aren't a meter thick, so there is some compromises around the place, and you can definitely see it, but, I mean, it's fully furnished, the inside, everything. Some of the things, this can't be lit because the whole thing is made of wood and, like, wool, the ship. That wouldn't go too well if it was lit. Like, there's a smoking bar, even. I mean, it's completely correct, historically. Sort of. Mostly. Most of the time. It's like 90% historically correct. And it's not even done. I think it's actually meant almost to be an adventure map, because this entire thing is 50% complete. Yeah, he's going to add more. And when you do download this map, you end up inside a room, and it starts to tell you a story, but it ends pretty much around inside here when it tells you to go check in your bags. There's no more signs to tell you what to do or anything. So, I mean, yeah. So, you know, there's a house over here. I'll actually go show you this once I fly over there. I'll skip ahead to that. Alright, I found it. It's right here, sort of in the forest, right across the way from the Titanic. But you sort of spawn in here. First of all, you trip over this wire that says King Cake, this map belongs to DeadKoalas only. If you download this from anyone else, it has been stolen. He really stresses that in this map, and he's really annoying sometimes. But you spawn in here and check this out. You got some mine carts in here, you got a bed, you got nothing else, you got some books, and it actually says, so thank you for downloading DeadKoalas Titanic. It is recommended that you play on peaceful to avoid unnecessary destruction of the ship. I hope you have a good trip to America. So that's sort of like a storyline setup. And that's pretty much, I think, what's going to happen in this map. So after all, this ship is unsinkable. What is the worst that can happen? Quickly. Now your train for something is departing. Yeah. So, yeah, it did sink. And that's sad. So I guess this is going to be a map about the history of the Titanic, and you sort of take a mine cart, you go all the way down here, it's a lot of fun. I didn't do it, actually. And then you see the massive Titanic, and it's really, really awesome. This is such a good map. I really do suggest downloading it. It's really cool. I'll leave a map download in the description, and it says, I think this is about where he's trying to lead you, so I think you're going to end up being like third party, because it says, please have your boarding pass ready. Third class passengers with a Ford berth. What? Okay, I can't read. I'm sorry. It's been a long day for me. Okay, and then of course another thing that says this map belongs to blah 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 DeadKoalas. It's pretty annoying. This map belongs to blah 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 DeadKoalas. It says it everywhere. And look at these rooms. I like this. Check out this room. These are the master suites. Look at all this room. Oh yes, you can sleep in here. You can see my little feet. And then, let's sleep actually. Let's see what happens. I want to see what happens. Oh my, I'm suffocating. I can't move. Look, you can hear me pressing WASD. Nothing's happening. Whoa. Oh gosh, I've spawned in the ceiling. These rooms are tiny. They don't work. They really just don't work. Yeah, this is a pretty cool map. It's about all I'm going to show you of it, because I really do want you guys to come and check this thing out, because it is really deserved some type of... He deserves some motivation to continue this map, because I think it's going to be a pretty cool adventure. Speaking of, next Monday, I will be playing an adventure map. I'm not going to tell you which one. It's just one of my old-time favorites. It still is my favorite. It plays good. It looks well. I think it's meant for the plastic texture pack. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. So stick around for next Monday when we're going to play that. I will tell you though, it's part of a 4-part series that was never created. Yeah, posted in 2013. First part, second part, never created. There was eventually supposed to be 4 parts, so it's a bit sad. I love the map. It's so cool. I wish they had continued on making it. And also give you another hint. It's made by Minecritters. So, there you go. 2 hints. That's all you're going to get. And now I guess I'll continue on with the tour of this thing. This ship, the Titanic. So, it says, notice, first class passengers only. And then, of course, the copywriting type thing. Which, as you can see, there's some space-saving issues, like this wasn't on the Titanic. There wasn't, like, holes everywhere. But I guess you're not allowed to go in here. It says first class entrance. Looks like they get some pretty nice stuff here. Check this thing. I remember seeing this. Oh my gosh. I remember learning about the Titanic in school, and I remember seeing this hallway. I remember this picture. So there's like a picture of somebody standing here, and everybody was sort of like crowded around with their with their life vests on because the ship was sinking. And I just found a jukebox. Let's play some music. I think I'm going to play my favorite music in Minecraft, which is, of course, Stall. Oh, yes. Turn it up. Oh, no, the music in Minecraft is playing. Well, then. Music and sound. Music. Turn off. There we go. Done. Done. Back to the game. We'll play that in the background as we continue. There's a clock here. It says this map belongs to DeadKoalas. I promise you those signs aren't on the actual Titanic. They're just here because I don't know why. The guy says, I want to protect the map. I'm sorry. He just says, I'm sorry, I want to protect the map, which is nice. That's fine. So, officer's smoking room. There's a lot of smoking rooms where you just sort of like sit and smoke. Don't do drugs, kids. It's very bad for you. Don't smoke. Just say no to drugs and everything else. Yeah, stuff like that. What is this? The captain sitting room. Captain has a sitting room. He sits here and looks inside his chest and books. Very interesting. People did weird things in 1912. I don't know, whatever. Let's break in. Let's break out, because this map is super confusing. I do have some criticism for this map. That's just me personally, is that there's not enough exits to the deck. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are some more exits than just like 2 or 3, because there aren't very many to the deck, and you can't get very many places even when you're on the deck, which I'm pretty sure is for adventure map purposes. But I mean, come on, I would like to see something. Alright, so I guess we'll have to stay around here. This is where the music is, but I do want to get some epic angles of this ship through some I'll turn up my render distance. I'll do 15 chunks. There we go. Check that out. Now we can see a lot. Oh, yes. And let it all load in. It is a little bit slow just because I'm recording. I've got my wings on right now. Look at this. Look at this. The American flag. Of course, it says... of course, this map belongs to DeadKoala. Yep, this map belongs to DeadKoala. Well, guess what? I don't care. You've said that 8 million times. Oh, golly. Okay. He just really wants to copyright. Like, you know, there's a difference between a guy saying, okay, this map belongs to blah blah blah, like at the start where he had the tripwire and the message. It's one thing to copyright everywhere. So I mean, come on. I guess this guy sort of just really wants to be protected. But check this thing out. I love these wings in 1.9. I love this, going through everything, sort of with them. Ooh, whoa, dodge through that. Pull up. Aw, missed it. No. I tried to jump off here and do something. Let's do some epic parkour angles. Here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I couldn't do it. Alright. Let's see, what else is here? This third class bar. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Look at this. There's some potions in here, because that's what the bar is. You get some fire resistance and stuff. So anyway, this map is pretty cool. I'm probably going to end it off here. I'm going to thank you guys for watching. I'll leave a link down in below for the map download in the description. Of course, I'll have to like put down the guys made by blah blah blah. You know, this is called the Titanic, and yeah, I think this is pretty cool. I'll also leave a link on how to download maps, because I know a lot of people don't. It's really simple, actually, once you learn. Once you learn, it's pretty simple, and there's some great tutorials out there. I'll link one down below in the description. But for now, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. And I think I'm going to end it off flying off of here, going through the Titanic and getting some angled views. So, see you guys in the next one. Bye!